Enchanted books are one of the quintessential parts of progressing on the NETWORK SKYBLOck server. Though with so many enchants, the odds of getting not only the one you want, but the one you want with its highest level and good rates is incredibly low, not to mention very expensive. But what if I told you there was a method of getting a ton of enchantment books really fast and increasing their odds to 100%, and almost every single top island is doing it? The funny thing is this method is incredibly easy, very efficient, and available to every single player the moment they start into the server, requiring nothing but a mediocre method of attaining sky coins just to get started. If the title wasn't a dead giveaway, this method is the Black Market Merchant. Now I can almost hear some people's bones shivering at that statement, remembering the time you dare jump down to the war zone to meet the Black Market Merchant, just to meet the end of some sweaty no-life Slayer Blade instead. Then remembering that that sweaty no-life was me, and no, I do not plan to give you your Protection 3 kit gear back, you can pay me money for it, I also train sky coins. Though the fact that I crave to fight everything I see and often lose doesn't overweigh the fact that I also crave to share information to the general public to give everyone a general space to collect and share all the information they've gathered. So today, I shall show you my effortless way of getting a bunch of enchantment books using the Black Market Merchant with zero risk whatsoever. But before we get into that, we have to go over how the Black Market Merchant works as a general concept. The Black Market Merchant is an NPC that appears every hour on the hour for 15 minutes. He has amazing traits for sale, including tier 4 to 5 spawners, tags, legendary gear pieces, as well as the topic of this video, enchantment books. To see a list of all the sales as well as their costs, feel free to check the link to my personal wiki on the server down below. Now, the scary thing of the Black Market Merchant is, yes, the fact that it is in a very dangerous space, being the PvP zone, where dying means losing everything currently on your body. But fortunately, there is a saving grace. The first 3 minutes of the Black Market Merchant spawning is a grace period, meaning no PvP whatsoever can be done. This means if you can run in, make the purchase, and run out in 3 minutes, there is zero risk whatsoever. If required, pop a speed 2 pot and try to understand the general layout of the tunnels so that you never have to stay down there for too long. Likewise, you can always go naked, leaving your important gear to ensure you don't potentially lose any gear or tools. But if you do, make sure to watch your back when buying, and the timer on the Black Market Merchants is less than 12 minutes. Since the Black Market Merchant lasts for 15 minutes and the grace period ends after 3 minutes, that means PvP will begin when the Black Market Merchant has 12 minutes left, so someone can easily sneak up on you and kill you while you're midst making a purchase. But what do you purchase? Personally, I only buy 2 items, the enchantment books and legendary tools. This video is on enchantment books, but I do plan to make a video on PvP gear sets and why the legendary tools are really important for that. Enchantment books only show up in 2 tiers, Advanced costing 2500 sky coins and Extreme costing 7500 sky coins. Since you can only buy 10 each, this means you can spend until 100,000 sky coins for 10 Extreme books and 10 Advanced books every hour. If you have even a slightly decent setup for sky coins, it's not hard to notice how easy this is to achieve. If you don't, feel free to reference my video on grinding sky coins on the server. It's a bit outdated due to the massive nerf to tree feller and spruce trees, but all the other info, primarily regarding crop farming, will still apply. From there, progression is easy. Type ISGO to go directly to your home and open every single book you have received. From there, it's pretty much up to the individual which books are kept, sold, or salvaged into XP. See, with the new season, a new possibility was added, to salvage enchant books you don't want, destroying them and giving you experience based on their level. It's good to have a cutoff point where you throw some books away because you can use them for the experience in order to reroll the percents on the books you actually want, a tactic that I'll go more into later. I liked PvP, so I keep all my good PvP books. I also sell and give away farming books, so I keep all of those books as well. Anything else, such as preservation and low-level PvP books, I salvage directly into experience instead. But once again, it's up to the individual what is done with each book. But let's say I got a book that I want to apply. Let's take for instance this Experiment 5 book. It's great odds, but with such a low success rate, the chance of it applying are next to none. Well, fortunately, rerolling the odds is really easy. With just 20,000 experience, which you can get from killing mobs or salvaging books as said before, you can reroll the book, giving it a whole new success rate. Usually I reroll until I have at least 80%, which statistically should take an average of 5 attempts costing 100,000 experience. Alas, I am the unluckiest person I know, so it usually takes me about 200,000. In ice upgrades, there is a failure and success chance upgrade, which should affect this, but I have no way to confirm it if it works or if it's bugged, so I wouldn't really stress it too much. Regardless, from then you can simply bright scroll the other 20%. Bright Scrolls can be also purchased from /enchant, but this time for 10,000 sky coins. Given you can get anything between 1 to 9%, I usually assume an average of 5%, meaning 40,000 sky coins for 4 scrolls. This means any book can be made to the maximum odds at the simple cost of 100,000 experience and 40,000 sky coins, which when you think about it, is incredibly overpowered for the 1% multi-kill 5 book you bought off someone unaware new player who has no idea he could have done this in the first place. With this simple method, I have made dozens of really good books and have massive PVs filled with books that are really good that I genuinely don't even care for. So therefore, be sure to abuse this as much as you can and while possible, because you'll never know, you might wake up tomorrow and suddenly the books cost experience, or even worse, are just removed from the black market merchant entirely. Anyhow, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was a bit of a shorter one specifically because there wasn't really much for me to research. It was just kind of me info dumping how the black market works to you guys. But regardless, I really hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want to see more videos like this going over like how to progress, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep up to date with the more recent videos I pump out. And well, I will see you guys on the server. All right, laters.